Hang on a minute. Let me just check everything is okay. Let me tell my people that I am live and they can check me out. Check it out. All right, guys, what's up? Hello to the first viewer. Right. Let's get this ball rolling, man. Yeah, it looks like we're on. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're on. Good. Yo, guys, let's just talk about life to start with, yeah? I have to tell you, the temperature dropped slightly. And I have to tell you, it's making a huge difference. I mean, consider that it's not cool. Like, we got like 31 degrees in the afternoon. So it's hot. It's not like there is, but it's not 38. You know what I'm saying? It's not 39. And I take it all day long. Do you know what I mean? And as I'm looking at the forecast towards the end of August, beginning of September, bro, we're going below 30. And I am so looking forward. It's in reach. It's in absolute reach. It's there. So we made it, guys. This summer is over. All right? We got the last few days of suffering. And we're over the worst season of the year, which is the summer. Summer is just terrible. It's terrible for everything. Like, well, in Italy, it's too hot to do anything. It's not nice. But with this being said, guys, guess what, right? We went through tough time, but we're still here. We're still here, bro. So it's time to get to training even more seriously now. Everybody knows it's not too easy to train when it's that hot. You got very small windows. It's either going to be very early in the morning, unless you go to the gym and there's air conditioning, but I don't like to train with air conditioning, man. But you have small windows. You either train very early in the morning or you train very late at night. You know what I'm saying? And you can't train during the day. It's not possible. is way too hot. You're just trying to survive. Do you know what I mean? You work, you do what you gotta do, but you can't train at certain intensity with 38 degrees temperature. It's just, I mean, I don't do it. I don't do it anymore, I should say. So, what I'm trying to tell you guys, September, October, November, 3 solid months. 3 very, very solid months where you can put a run in. You can really put some effort in, right? Tackle this thing. And in 3 months, you can have some amazing results. And I'm not even lying to you. Like, September, everything is back to normal. Kids are back to school. People go back to work like usual. Everything is normal, right? You can set up a routine, right? And you can carry that routine from September all the way to the end of November, right? It's absolutely great. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's just excellent for training, right? So let's go. What are we like? What is the if and buts about? I want to know, right? We've got to tackle this thing, and I am very, very much looking forward to the time coming, because, you know, I've never really focused on hypertrophy in my athletic career. I'm an endurance athlete, as you might know by now, and I never really trained to put on muscle. I actually always trained to stay lean and agile and flexible and all that. And this is gonna be my first winter, and it will be my first proper maintenance season and bulk season. And I am very excited to experience it, because my style as a trainer is based 90% on experience. Reason being is this: the only thing that I can really trust is my own experience, what I see when a man does something, what it does to him. Getting feedbacks from my clients for 10 years, asking feedbacks, finding things out, understanding things. It's not a job that can be learned reading a book. You can get a good understanding, but the experience is like any other jobs. Do you know what I mean? And I base my style on that mostly, right? From experience. And I have got quite a few customers, clients. Yeah, very lucky. And and I learned so much. You know, 10 years is a long time. Guys, September, October, November are productive. That's what I can tell you, to cut it short. September, October, November, they should be your most productive months. Do you know what I mean? Then December comes. December, you go full bulk on it. That's what you do. You do September, October, November of maintenance, where you find a calorie target, right, that you stick to, that you know that it allows you to maintain what you have right now, right? Usually you do that after a cut. You get nice and shredded, nice and lean, right? You maintain it for as long as you want, right? You maintain it, right? Hello, Julia, what's up, man? You maintain it, right? You work hard. You're gonna be able to work harder because you're putting more calories in. You can't be cutting all year round. That's why you're skinny fat. You're skinny fat because you cut all year round. Your body's stuck, right? Your body's stuck. Hello, Alex Lopez, man. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? You good? Tell me, son. Okay, I said hi, but you tell me something back. What's going on? Good? Are you guys training? Can please somebody like subscribe? Would that be possible, Alex? Axel Lopez, would you mind subscribing? Julia, would you mind subscribing? No, I've never played Fortnite. Could you tell me about it? Tell me about it. Oh, thank you for the like. Hey, Brian Veris, what's happening, cuz? Come on, let's go with the subscribers and let's talk fitness. Let's talk. All right. Thank you for the new subscribers. Send me to 600 subscribers. Let's go. Anyway, what I was trying to say is this. And this is how I structure a year. So you might take something good out of this, right? This is how I cut a year, right? When somebody want to put on muscle mass, when somebody comes to me and tells me, Vin, I'm skinny fat. I don't know what to do anymore. I've been eating very little for too long. I am done. Like, I am low in energy. I'm skinny fat. I'm not getting shredded as I thought I would. What's the matter? What's the problem? All right. A person that had that kind of thing is because his cutting period was too long, right? And a mixture thing happened. Your thyroid stopped working, and you just, because your body want to preserve life, right? And believe it or not, your body can learn how to maintain that little fat, you know, that can sustain life, even if you got very low calories intake. And that's why we got a lot of skinny fat people out there that are struggling and they eat very little and they don't know what to do anymore. Well, in that case, you gotta go into bulk, right? My advice would be, my suggestion would be, let's bulk up then, all right? Let's put some serious muscles on. Don't worry about nothing, because you're skinny fat anyway. You're not looking good. All this effort is pointless. There's no point for you to continue killing yourself with this diet. So stop it, right? Let's go into bulk. Let's figure out a calories amount that will help you to bulk up, all right? The nutritious food that will allow you to produce new muscle mass, right? And the right stimulus through training to develop these new muscles, to demand from the body adaptation, therefore muscle development, all right? It's very, very simple. Usually 99% of the people I do this with, they thank me, you would not even believe it. Because they feel so powerful, so energetic. They've been draining their body from nutrients for so long that the body is reacting like it's taking drugs to food, really. So they find this energy, they find ability to express strength during the training, during the workouts. It has an incredible effect on people that cut for too long, right? My cut to shred training plan, which is 15 weeks long, is already quite extreme. We are on the edge side of it, because 15 weeks is nearly 4 months. It's a long time to cut, okay? And so that's already on the extreme side. So you imagine you do that for 6 months, right? You are depleting your body, right? And you don't want to do that. Why would you ever want to do that, right? That's why you lose all your muscle mass and that little fat remains, because fat is the best thing that you can ever have on you, actually, to sustain life. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a natural reaction. So increase them calories, train a body part once a week. So you do shoulders and arms once a week, back and chest once a week, legs once a week, and that is you, right? Not too much, okay? You don't want to hurt yourself, yeah? People, there's a very big tendency. People get overexcited, and I'll tell them to do twice a week. They do 5 and they get hurt. Then they call me, and I'm like, don't even call me. What you call me for? What do you want from me? I told you twice a week. You training 5. What do you want from me? told you, don't go running. Why do you go running? Do you know what I'm saying? But I understand it. I understand it totally. This is addictive. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very addictive. Working out, feeling good is addictive. You like that feeling and you want to keep at it. But the truth is, you have to be quite smart with it. Aggressive on the approach of every single workouts. Meticulous with your diet. That's 90% of it. Most of it is dieting. And just keep going and never look back and just count the days, day by day. Eventually, like it happened to me this year again, one more time, I finished my 15 weeks training plan. I finished. Done. Over. I lost 15 kilograms. Can you believe that? 15 kilograms in 15 weeks. And I plateaued for 3 weeks straight. I didn't lose a single gram for 3 weeks straight. Right in the middle of it. But yet, right, I adjust, right, and I made up for it. And tremendous results. 15 weeks, 15 kilograms is outstanding. I am 40 years old. I just squat 90 kilograms the other day. I am stronger than what I started, although I lost 15 kilograms. I'm way stronger in every exercise. I didn't lose any size on my legs and arms, right? Because you got to measure, all right? You can't just weight yourself. It's not enough. You got to measure yourself. You got a little measure like this. Where is it? My kids took it. No. You take a little measure like this, all right? And you measure yourself every 2 weeks, every week. What's up, Evan, bro? What you saying, bro? Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. And that will tell you a lot. Because, again, I lost 15 kilograms, but my arms are the same size. Can you believe that? My legs, my thighs. I think I just lost maybe 1 centimeter on my thighs. I lost everything on my belly area, my neck. You know, on my chest, I lost like a centimeter or something. Considering I lost 15 kilograms, it's nothing. And I perform better. I am lifting heavier. And during the cut, do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I had to adjust. You can't have, during the cut, the way you train is different, right? You're not full of energy. You're more prone to injuries. So you may want to hold back a little bit in everything. But still, you can find intensity, right? And that's what I did. That's what I did. You got to be a little bit smarter with yourself. Be more patient with yourself. And keep going, bro. There's nothing else I can add to this. I'm so happy because every year you try your thing out and you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. When I was plateauing like that, I had second thoughts, you know? You're like, damn, is this plan not good enough for 40 years old man? Because I've always done it prior to this. So I am 40 now, so I'm like, maybe I'm a little bit older, and maybe this plan is not that accurate, right? And it might be. I mean, I'm open-minded. What happened to me this year is a very long plateau that never happened to me before. 3 weeks not losing nothing is really long. It's really a long time for somebody on a diet. So it's my thyroid. So what I did was I went a full week at maintenance. I increased my calories intake by quite a bit. I was sitting at 1,800 calories. Don't take these numbers as good for you because it's based on my height and all the rest. But I was at 1,800 calories, okay? And I stopped losing weight. So that continued for 3 weeks. So after those 3 weeks, I was like, you know what, let me do a week of maintenance. So I went up to 2,200 calories for a full week. You will not believe I lost a kilogram on that week because I started going to the toilet really well on that week, right? And then after that full week, I went back to 1,800 calories, 1,600 calories range, and I lost a kilogram per week since then. And now we're here and the plan is finished. And I lost exactly 15 kilograms in 15 weeks. And that's the story. Yeah, so it does work. Like everything in life, you gotta adjust based on things that happen because nobody is the same. But I'll tell you this. If you're consistent with your diet, if you're cautious with the nutrients, which is crucial, nutrients, and you train with intensity, which is important, all right? Intensity is everything. There's no way you can fail. There's no way, it's just not possible. Loads of people fail it, but because they're not consistent, right? If you're not consistent, you're gonna fail it. This is for gangsters only. That's why I like to refer to myself as a gangster. Good one. I don't hurt nobody. I don't swear at people. I help the elders. I give to charity. I do all those things with the heart. I'm not a bad gangster. I don't rob people. I don't do any of those things. It's just a state of mind of like not really caring too much about the actuality of things sometimes and just continue. Just flip and continue. The bigger picture will show itself at some point. There's no other way around. Do you know what I mean? The bigger picture will present itself. As long as you keep painting, the bigger picture will come. So do not give up. If you feel you're stuck and you've been dieting for too long, stop dieting. Go full 2 weeks. Yeah. Increase the calories for a week, 2 weeks. You see what you're gonna do, and then go back at it. You'll see tremendous changes. Yeah, your body feels like it's waking up again. The funny thing is that when I do a morning live and then I do an evening live, the evening live I get no views. I don't know how it's possible, but it is. Right? It's like YouTube will allow me to have good views only on one live per day. That's my feeling. Yeah. And yeah. Life is good, guys. I feel good. I feel a bit bloated tonight because I had like 800 grams, I'm not even kidding, spread out throughout the day, all right? I had 800 grams of watermelon, which I adore during the summer. I'm eating a lot of fruit. I found I try not to cook, you know what I'm saying? But let me just break down how I, because I got everything logged in, right? And I'm gonna tell you what I've had today. Today I had 2,116 calories so far. No, that was yesterday. Today I had way more. Today I worked out today, okay? I had a good hour workout. This is my second day of maintenance. I'm back at it. Back at maintenance. I'm done. I don't want to be lighter than this. I don't want to look more skinny on my face. I'm happy with this. I am 5'7", 65 kilograms. I'm happy. I'm really happy. Yeah, I got good conditioning over across the body. You see. Yeah, my arms remained exactly the flipping same. I didn't lose anything. I mean, check this out. That is not bad for an endurance athlete. You know, I'm happy. I was 80 kg, man. 80 kg, bro. You know, but this camera is garbage because I am way more shredded than what you see on camera. I mean, live I am much better. But what are you going to do? Anyway, not to show off, was to show you. And if you don't trust me, go back or check the videos from 4 months ago. You'll see me nice and chubby. Anyway, today I had, and this is it's going to be a problem telling you, but I'll just tell you what I had. Okay, I had the 2,430 calories. I had chicken breast, 50 grams, 200 grams of potatoes, 15 grams of olive oil in it. Actually, no, 30 grams of olive oil in it. 15 grams on the chicken and 15 grams from the potatoes, and that is 500 calories. 504 calories, and it is 15.7 grams of protein, 35.8 grams of carbs, and 30 grams 0.6 of fat. All right. Then for lunch, I had mozzarella, right? 212 grams, 534.2 calories. That's quite a lot. And watermelon, 800 grams. I put it all together. I had it spread out throughout the day, but that's 248 calories. Just 248 calories, and it fills you up, and it's mainly water, right? And then I had 200 grams of yogurt twice, right? So it's 400 grams with 10 grams of honey, which is a little less of a tablespoon, and a peach. So I had 2 portions, yeah, of 200 grams of yogurt with honey and a peach in it. Then I had scrambled eggs, and so let me do it correctly. Okay, for breakfast I had the yogurt with honey and a peach, right? And that was my breakfast with the scrambled eggs, right? Then at lunch I had the chicken with the potatoes. At dinner I had the mozzarella with the watermelon. Then I had as a snack the other yogurt, and then I had some sort of like calamari with the 15 grams of olive oil. That's my my oily fish for the omega-3 and the B12 and everything. And I had 450 grams of calamari, I guess you call them in English, and they have only 360 calories, and they have 76.5 grams of proteins, which is huge. They're gonna have fat because that's your omega-3, and then I had a little bit of olive oil in it, and that is 2,430 calories for the day. I hope it wasn't too confusing. I need to get better, because what I do is I just log them in. I'm not too precise with snack. You know, sometimes I log everything under breakfast. Who cares? It's just for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, it's not in order. But that's all the food that I had today. And I want to compare it to a day where I had 1,600 calories instead. Right? And let's see if I can break it down correctly with the breakfast, dinner, and snacks as well. Let's see. Right, I had yogurt. I love my yogurt when it's hot. 200 grams of yogurt, a peach, and 50 grams of ricotta cheese. A total of 263 calories, 11.5 grams of proteins, 38.3 grams of carbs, and 8.2 grams of fat. That's not bad at all as a breakfast. Then I had, for lunch, I had potatoes again, 300 grams this time, olive oil 15 grams, a tablespoon, and an onion, okay? That is 525 calories. 10 grams of protein, 72 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat. Remember, you do need carbs. Do not demonize carbs, right? Then I had dinner, and I had mozzarella di bufala, buffalo mozzarella, 200 grams, melon, white melon, 200 grams, just 68 calories off of it. And then I had olive oil with, I don't know how to say, a vegetable anyway, a total of 810 calories, okay? But look at it, I had 263 calories breakfast, I had 500 calories lunch, so it's evening, and I just had 800 calories in me, and it's 8 p.m. let's say, and then I am having dinner, and I'm having a solid one. I'm having my other 800 calories, right? I don't have dinner before I go to bed, right? I don't like it. I feel heavy. So I have dinner around 8 p.m. I go to bed around 11. I start, you know what I'm saying? I try, I don't like to go to bed heavy, but I do not like at all to go to bed on empty. I can't sleep well. I just, I don't want to go to bed starving. You know what I'm saying? So, total is 1,604 calories. I worked out that day as well. I had 45 minutes at the moderate intensity workout. Probably I went walking. All right. And that is me. And the day before was the same, 1,647 calories. And this day, let me tell you another day. Thank you for the 3 likes. Thank you for being here, guys. Would you mind subscribe one more time? Thank you, Erica. What's up, Erica, man? How are you? Long time no see. I am at 559 subscribers. Call your friends. Tell them to pop in, subscribe. Yeah? And it will be so nice. 560. And next thing you know, guys, we will be here, and I'll be at 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So let me break down this other day for you guys. Breakfast, yogurt. I mean, comes without saying, but 100 grams this time. I had 200 grams of watermelon, 100 grams of chicken breast, and 95 grams of mozzarella cheese, which is 485 calories. Then I had as a snack, I would say, I can't break it down, I'm terrible. At lunch, I had beef liver, 180 grams of beef liver, some ricotta cheese, 50 grams, 15 grams of olive oil, and half an onion, okay? And that's 551 calories, okay? So we are at 1,100 calories, pretty much. Then as a snack, I had some, oh my God, how do you call them in English? Anyway, a little blue fish, anchovies. There you go. 100 grams of anchovies with 15 grams of olive oil, 310 calories, 28 grams of proteins. I mean, you really are winning here. You know, you eat 100 grams of anchovies, they got only 175 calories. They got omega-3. All the omega-3 required in a day, you get it from 100 grams of anchovies. And they're tremendous. You put a little bit of olive oil in it, a little bit of spice if you like spice, and you fly. And then for dinner I had the mozzarella cheese again, 95 grams, with 200 grams of watermelon, and that's another 301 calories, and that is me 1,647 calories. You know, and if you look at the 2 days I just showed you, there is nothing that is not natural. Maybe the less natural thing is the yogurt, but I get the whole yogurt. I don't take that 0% stuff that you guys like. That's garbage. That is garbage. It's not the lactose that gives you intolerance. The proteins, the casein, and all those proteins in the milk, the may in some people, but lactose is a sugar, is a carbohydrate, you know, right? So, so yogurt is milk, pretty much. It's milk. It's a whole milk, so it's very natural. Obviously, fruit is natural. I eat chicken, liver, natural. Anchovies, natural. Olive oil, superfood, natural. Everything I eat is real. You don't hear me saying protein shake for dinner. You're never gonna hear me say that crap. That's for people that wanna get there too quick. They don't know what they're doing and they wanna find shortcuts. I hate shortcuts. Every time I got 2 roads in front of me, I pick the hardest one. Just because I can, right? Because I like the principle. I don't like no shortcuts. You see what I'm saying? I like reality. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you another day where I had an ice cream. Hear that? I had milk ice cream. I had, then my breakfast is again yogurt, honey, and a peach. I love that. You chop the honey inside the yogurt, then you cut a little peach, you throw it in there, you mix it up. That is awesome. I love it. Right. Consider these are 38, 39 degrees temperature days. So I'm keeping the cooking at minimum. That's why you hear me eating a lot of mozzarella, a lot of yogurt, a lot of watermelon. I'm not cooking nothing. Everything is cold, you see? And I had that day as a breakfast what I just said. Then I had for lunch beef liver, yogurt 100 grams again. Probably I wanted something sugary that day, I don't know. I think it was just tremendously hot to eat anything else. And I want to get the carbs from the yogurt and the honey. I need the carbs. So that is 483 calories for lunch. Then as a snack, I had 250 grams of melon, which is just 85 calories, and that will fill you up a lot. Then at 150 grams a little ice cream, which is almost is 290 calories. Then I had the mozzarella and olive oil, and that is 1,656 calories. And these are real days, something that I really did to get what I am, right? Consistency. You might not always eat for taste, or actually what I would say is for 15 weeks, do not worry about the taste. You will have a chance to enjoy food and then enjoy tasteful food. And now there's another target. Now there's another target. It's not like you are in jail and this is forever. It's not forever. You know, it's for a certain period of time. And it will pay you off, because when you look in the mirror and that big belly is gone, it feels great. Nobody can tell you different, you know, without lying. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, I think I covered quite a bit today. I hope I shared some information, right? Obviously, my main message is always the same. I need to drink some water. Is consistency is gonna win you the game, especially with food. You can get away with missing out on a couple of sessions, a couple of workouts because you're tired or anything, but you're not gonna get away from not being consistent with your diet. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get the results that you expect. I mean, you got to consider this, yeah. Everybody tries to get the best result with the least effort. Does that make sense? Right? When you want to accomplish something, you're thinking about a way to do it the best way possible with the least effort as well. It makes sense. So everybody is studying and trying to do this thing. If everybody, and there are a lot of smart people out there, loads. If everybody at certain level or during a certain period of time weight their food, because I weight my food during the cut. You have to cut. You have to weight your food. You can't just say, oh, that's 100 grams. And then you come to me like, oh, I didn't lose any weight. Bro, I mean, you don't know what you're eating. We don't live in an environment where there's not enough food. You know? We live in an environment where you got to be careful because there's too much of it. You know? You can't avoid, all I'm trying to say is you can't avoid the diet. You can't. Just can't. You know? That's all, guys. I wish you good night, all right? And I hope you got something out of this today. I appreciate you. You know that. Thank you to 559 subscribers. I adore you, all right? And tomorrow we're gonna get to 560. I'm confident, all right? Thank you very much, guys. Good night. Beba, ho finito.